What's up, everybody? This is DTM Delta Tango Mike coming at you one more time with another art battle. This is DTM Versus Art Battle today, battling your favorite artists. I am DTM Delta Tango Mike. Find me anywhere on the internet under Delta Tango Mike. And let me double check that we have good audio. Yeah, it sounds good. Big ups to everybody who's already joining us in the chat. Misty in the house. Voodoo Val taking care of business. Thank you so much. Penny Doodles. Oh, man. We're going to talk about Penny in a minute. Joshua, what's up, Joshua? Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you joining us today in the DTM versus your favorite artists. I take a time out of the Adobe live stream to battle another artist, find contenders all over the world, and we come together and we find a theme that we both agree to draw. There's going to be some more details in a second. But before I jump into all of that, let me go ahead and welcome everybody who's joining us in the chat. There you go. Say something in the chat so that I know your name, so I know that you are there. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please click on the like button and follow Adobe Live so that you don't miss out any more of these goodies. Today we have an amazing artist, and which is crazy. He's an awesome guy, and his name is Art, and that's what's interesting about this artist, that his name is Art, and it's like I feel a closeness, a tightness, and familiarity with him and his name Art. But then also like, oh, I need to battle Art. How do you do that? It's gonna be crazy and it's gonna be weird. We're gonna explain that in a minute and bring him on in 1 second. In the meantime, sad news for everybody, including myself, is that I lost the last art battle. The voting closed 3 hours ago, and DTM versus Penny, and Penny took the lead in voting at the end of last 2 weeks ago's art battle, and then from there I never caught up. All of y'all who voted for me, thank you so much. I appreciate you. My wife, she said she voted for me. Borderline joining us on YouTube. She said she voted for me. A lot of folks voted for me. Tamika, she was here earlier today and stopped by the studio, and she was my contender a few art battles ago. She said she voted for me. But yeah, it was tough. It was tough. Big ups to Penny. Big ups to Penny. Thank you so much, Penny, for being an awesome contender and showing us the way of the art battle. Joshua, Clint, Penny. Let's see who else. Lakshay. Thank you for stopping through. Emily, yes. Sorry for the loss, and congratulations. It says Misty. Nice. I appreciate it. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and bring in the guest. There he is in all his glory. Art, how are you doing today?
Good. How's it going? Art the Artist here. Art the Artist Studio. How's it going?
Oh, well, it's going well. It's going well, and hopefully today we have an amazing art battle, and then eventually I get to beat you.
Um,
You're like, all right, fine.
you can vote for Dan. Just vote for me first.
vote, vote for you first, and then vote for Dan. Oh, that's a great idea. Great idea. If you want to follow Art the Artist, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, and Voodoo Val can post it and have a hot link on it. You can download the links, download the sketches that we're going to share with you today. And so you can then finish the artwork your way. It's your choice how you finish the artwork, what you do with the artwork, but the sketches are available for you to download. All right, so these are the rules. Let me go ahead and share the rules, and then I'm going to ask Art the Artist what's going on. Today, you got to follow Delta Tango Mike and Art the Artist Studios on Instagram, or look for the hashtag DTM Versus. The rules of the live art battle is that we start with a sketch. We're going to draw and have fun during this 1 hour. At the end of our stream, we may not be finished with the artwork, and we will finish the artwork offline. Once we're finished with the artwork, we will post the link that on social media so you can vote for your favorite piece. And the one with the most votes, not by today. I got that wrong, and I will fix this later. The one who has the most votes in the next 2 weeks will win this art battle. So there you go. Those are the rules. That's what we're doing today, and we have a cool theme. Art the Artist, please tell us about the theme. What's going on with hip hop? What is Why did you choose that?
So this month we know that August is part of the hip hop's 50th anniversary, hip hop birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and I figured I wanted to when we first talked, I was thinking hip hop and like an alien feel, and you know Star Wars. Those are some of my favorite things, but I think we pinned it down to like hip hop and the elements.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to see like part of graffiti, b-boying, um, also the DJing and MCing. So
Mm-hmm.
kind of put all those and other elements together to to do this battle
Okay.
today.
Today, that's right. So, here's the artwork already that Art the Artist has been working on already. And if you check the links in the description of this video and on the chat, you can download the sketches and have your own version of this. But you can download this sketch, and there's Art the Artist already working on his right now. And yes, the theme is art, hip hop, and the elements and so on. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on here, Art. What are we looking at?
So right here, I have the love of hip hop. There's I kind of used my wife and myself as the models.
Okay.
So and then they're kind of like looking at each other, and then they see that they have some similarities in common. It might be art, painting, either rapping on the mic and spray painting, and then they have she has her Pumas on, I have my Adidas, and so it's you know kind of the love of hip hop and then 50 years and beyond. So trying to see what sort of technology or whatever might come about in the next 50 years dealing with hip hop and different elements of it.
Wow, that is awesome. Anybody in the chat agrees with how awesome this is? Please say something. What's up, Christopher? Welcome to the stream. And Emily Akers, thank you so much. Yes, that is awesome. So here goes my drawing. And I have a couple of sketch ideas. I started with a different sketch, and then I felt like it was way too much stuff going on. It's just what I feel about art's hip hop sketch. But I said, you know what? If I can try to tone it down, what would it be? And so here are the elements of hip hop. We got, of course, the graffiti with some markers. We got the hat for the b boys and some glasses for the fashion. Of course, we got the microphone for the MCs. We got the shoes for the b boys and the records for the DJ and some spray paint for the graffiti artist. The main four elements of hip hop are here, and of course on a boombox. And if you notice, I got some notes down here on the bottom left, and I have some adinkra symbols, and I feel like adinkra symbols will bring a little bit extra meaning into the image if they relate to a biggest takeaway is the knowledge. And so on the sketchbook, which is one of my sketches, I've been drawing these characters I call sketches, has a black book head, and the sketchyverse and the sketchies, they're all actually characters that have a sketchbook in the art world somewhere that I made up. I made it up, and so instead of a sketchbook, instead it's a book of knowledge, because one of the elements that been developed through time, because now it's beyond the four elements. Four elements was something that was established a long time ago, but another one of the elements has been accepted is knowledge of the movement, history. I forgot how it goes, something like that. If you can correct me if you
Mhm.
want, Art. In any case, I wanted to have some of the anchor symbols in the book, in the front of the book for that. Boom. What do you think about
Nice,
that?
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I recently also learned about the Ndinkra symbols. I think the languages from Africa and Ghana, and actually with my one of the comic books that was just completed back in Augusta, Georgia. We use some of the symbols when the girls are transporting from one time frame to another. They're going back into time and looking at historical figures.
Mm.
That's just part of the comic book, but you know, it's using some of the symbols as well. Just learning and understanding what the meanings are is cool.
Oh, you talking about the comic book that you just worked on?
Yes, right. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I need to read it so I can see more
Yeah.
about that. That's awesome. Yes,
Mm.
today Art stopped by the studio. That's where we are right now. and brought in some of the comic books that he's been working on. Go ahead and draw Art the Artist, and I'm gonna switch between your screen. That's Art the Artist's screen right here. And his drawing, go ahead and zoom in, zoom out, do what you need to do. It looks like you already
Mm,
started some inking there. Looks like you got
mhm.
some layers with colors already. You're far ahead, bro.
Yeah, just trying to keep up with you. um,
Right now
so
you
let's see.
have your yep, you have a selection made, and you have clicked on the transform tool. So make
Mhm.
sure you click on the top right where it says done.
Yeah, that's right.
There you
Okay.
go. Done. There you go. Now you can do
Boom.
things.
All
Uh-huh.
right.
Boom. It looks like you got some inking going on. Crazy
Mhm.
good art, says Emily. That's right. D Ross says, whoa. That's right. Clint says, wow. Whew, nice work. This is awesome, says Penny. And of course, Penny says, AI spray can technology in the future. Maybe it will auto smooth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It'll the spray will come out exactly how you think of it. It should be connected like telepathically or something. That'll be
Mhm.
cool. Uh huh. So it looks like you're messing about with some layers. You got some colors. You did some outline on some of your artwork. When you sent me that drawing, it was a paper drawing.
Right.
And
Hmm.
so, did you redo the drawing digitally, or is that the scan and then cleaned up scan?
I did both. So like I took a couple of uh, pictures off of my notebook, and
Mm-hmm.
then I played around with just from memory what I did, and then I took a scan shot of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of like merged the two together because I wasn't really satisfied with the different pose when I first started it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think with the cartoon, I like the way he's standing and the way she's standing, kind of like the old school New York graffiti on the subways. That's
Yeah.
where I
Yep.
was looking at.
Okay. And very bold lines. I see it. This is good.
Hmm.
Okay. So, what are you gonna do on that layer now?
All right, so let's see. Well, I was thinking of covering, blocking them out so that I can kind of work on the trucks. I have two trucks. I think it's I was looking at Humvees and also a Jeep,
Mm-hmm.
and then I put it where the sunroof kind of comes off, and then on the right hand side you have kind of like DJ Grandmaster Flash sort of symbolized, and then on the other side I think I was thinking of famous Filipino DJ from San Francisco, Oakland, California
Yeah.
area,
Who?
DJ Qbert.
Cubert.
Q,
That's
Q, Q,
right.
Q, Q. Yep. So,
That's right. Oh my gosh. Part of the Scratch Pickles crew.
oh yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So, let me
Okay, cool,
see.
cool, cool. So go ahead and work on that. I'm gonna go ahead and start on my drawing. All I did was do the sketching. I actually sketched out this idea on Monday, and then
Hmm.
I embellished a few things here in Adobe Fresco. I have a new layer ready to go. That new layer is going to be with the book. I'm gonna start with the book head and the Adinkra symbol. So there it goes. Maybe you can see it. Maybe you don't, but it's gonna be right here. And I am going to take my time and make my symbols. There you go. Boom.
Hmm.
Bam. I am very familiar with Adinker symbols. I forget all what they
Hmm.
mean. But for a long time, when I was doing tattoos, that was one of
Hmm.
those things that you draw a lot in adding your tattoos designs is symbolism, and Adinkra is in there. Is part of that. Boom. Here we go. And I'm gonna make a
Let's
circle.
see. Let's
So
do
what brushes are you using? You're using this. I'm gonna take a look on your screen and see what you're
okay.
using for
So,
brushes. Yep, the vector
you know,
brush.
looking at all the vectors, I kind
Mm-hmm.
of let's see, these are all, and then favorites that I just favored um, G Pen, all the like tapered type um, of pens,
Mm-hmm. Because
and then
I heard you earlier talking about Procreate. That's what you work on your comics. When you work on your
correct,
comics, you use Procreate, huh? And so you have
yeah,
your favorite brushes, and so are you finding brushes that are similar here?
right,
Okay.
yep, and then I haven't messed with I did Illustrator and Photoshop before, so I'm kind of new to Fresco, but I'm seeing that like the round brush, for instance, I can do adjust them different sizes, and then on the other app, I can see that I might be able to save a large round brush versus a small round brush,
Mm-hmm.
and so that I kind of so that outline versus a bubble for the comics,
Right.
I'll um I'll be able to keep those kind of saved on the
Right.
side.
So that way you don't have to think about it. You just pick up that brush and everything's already
Hmm.
set for you, huh?
And label it correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 We need that. Adobe, please. We need that here in Fresco. We're using Adobe Fresco. I am
Mm-hmm.
using my vector brushes also because um, I know that you brought a piece that we'll see before we end the stream today. And if I forget, please remind me.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got a frame piece that's hip hop. And so what do you do with your artwork? Where does your artwork end sometimes?
So in Augusta, we have a group called New Bag. It's a new urban blackness art guild, and it started by Brother B, and we have a couple of visitors here today with me that came from there. We were trying to talk to you and learn more about the video portion, and trying to also be able to use some of the things that you've passed down to different artists about the business. So anyway, we have a art show coming up called, the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and this is one of the artwork that we showed for the flyer. I'll
Okay.
go ahead and lift it up.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me go ahead and change screens here so you can show it off. Boom, look at that. Wow, hip hop and it's got a ton of stuff. And you don't stop.
Always, always. Yeah.
You can't stop. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I like it. I like it. We're probably gonna need to you're gonna have to post that on your Instagram so we can see all the details and everything else in it.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Okay. And so some of your artwork that you make ends up in print, in shows.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. And then, oh, yeah, so the comic book that just recently started with Augusta University in our town, alongside of the museum. We have Lucy Craft Lane, the African American Museum, and they decided, hey, with all the knowledge and information about history for this town, they have what's called, it was back in the 1900s to 1950s, golden blocks. So golden blocks basically was pretty much similar or um, the same as what they called Black Wall Street in Tulsa.
Okay.
So, with the businesses, churches, and teachers and education, they started, their own African American schools and so forth. So, that's part of, what I'm being able to do. Talk and work with different nonprofits in the area, and then see where they might need artwork, whether it be comic book for education and for literacy,
Mm-hmm.
and then some nonprofits like Jesse Norman School of the Arts down there. They have like murals or something for the plays. They'll do like small plays, and able to use some of the artwork from that, and then they also, along with that, use do art shows. So with New Bag and with the different art organizations, we try to do art community services and art shows
Mm-hmm.
for the area.
Okay, that's you're involved in the community all
Yeah.
the way through, huh? That
Yes,
is
indeed.
all
Yeah.
right. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Let's check out the chat for a second.
All right.
Emily and I know that Penny was like, wow, 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 and it's hard to pick favorites when it comes to brushes. Yes, it is. Um, it's vector brushes number one, but two depends on what I'm after, and it's tough. But the cool thing about brushes in Fresco is that you can click on the brush and then click on that little star, and so then it becomes part of your favorites here in the favorite tab versus where all the brushes are. So you don't have to look for your brushes anymore.
Mhm.
Antoine says nice, and let's see. Emily is asking, what's your number one tip for beginners? That's a great question. We're gonna share Art the Artist's screen while he talks. Can you draw and talk at the same time,
I'm gonna
Art?
try to. Yep. So let's see what that.
He's gonna try. So the question is, what is your number one tip for beginners?
Yep. For me, I would say I always tell my students or people that I'm talking to about using paper pencil first, and then being able to gain knowledge on technology, and then transfer it from the paper version to digital version. And then, once you learn the tools from one program or app, then you can kind of convert it over to another one.
Mm-hmm.
It's some differences, but I think for the most part, you can be able to convert it, no problem.
Mm-hmm. So start with traditional methods first, so
Hmm.
you can get the foundations
Yep.
together.
E-
Uh huh.
Because even with like painting, I think some of the apps have like oils, acrylic, charcoal, spray paint,
Uh huh.
airbrush,
Uh huh.
and all those. You can. It's always better to learn the actual tools, and then the physical tools, and then go to
Hmm.
the
Go
digital
digital.
version.
Yeah. So starting with traditional, you can get a feel for that medium. And so then you know what to expect when you're in digital. That's a good. That's good. Yeah, I kind of just hopped around when it came to traditional, all over
Hmm.
the place, and so after a while you kind of get the hang of it. But when you move from one medium to another, you can kind of get stuck sometimes because it doesn't react the same way as you're used to one medium versus another. Uh huh. I can see that. I can see that. Nice. Well, thank you for the question. I appreciate y'all. Yes, it's gonna be. What was it? It's hard to pick favorites when it comes to brushes. Thank you, thank you. And I was gonna say it's kind of hard to pick favorites when you're looking at this artwork. Look at that. Boom. There goes the truck. The and I
Yeah.
remember the booming system. Yes,
Yeah.
hip hop in the booming system.
Yeah. So this is the latest technology where you can have the handles on the top, and then instead of the LED lights are around the speakers, and then when you lift up the handle, you can take it off of your vehicle, so you can
You can
it's
take the
portable.
grill off. Oh my god! And it's a
Yep.
boombox. Oh,
What?
that's the future.
There you go.
Oh, that's cool. Oh my gosh, that's all right. I like that. I like that. Okay, okay. Let me go ahead and switch to my. I'm gonna do the boom here. There we go. I'm working on my Adinker symbol here. Here you go. This one is for knowledge. This Adinker symbol. Let me see. It's universe. It's universe. That's right. Like the universal Zulu nation.
Yeah.
Hmm. Bam. And I'm gonna use the bucket, and then I can fill that in. All right, I like it. I like it. Big ups on the YouTube. The only advantage of digital is that you can undo and Control Z. Yes, Voodoo Val agrees.
Mhm.
Says Control Z saves me so much. One thing
Mhm.
that happens when you're working in traditional is after a while you're looking for that
Mhm.
undo.
You want to zoom in and zoom out with your fingers, and
Yeah.
it's like, no, I need to look at the detail. So
Yep.
anyway, going back to the vehicle that I was talking about. I was watching the recording on YouTube of the hip hop anniversary, August 11th, I think. So anyway, they had like Chuck D, they had Melly Mel on there, and then on the background you can see they had like the Red Bull truck, and is actually something similar to what I had. I didn't know that
Oh, okay.
they pretty much had, but they had like a DJ setup on the roof, and then they had the it was a Red Bull truck that would drive around.
It had detachable
After.
parts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. Because Penny says, "Oh my gosh, that's so clever."
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's go ahead and
Yeah.
continue watching what you're doing there. Penny says, "We need Control Z in real life. I reach for the Control Z," says Voodoo Val, "when I'm doing my makeup." when you're doing your makeup, yeah, you're
What?
like, oh, or
Start the whole day over.
right, or can you do? Can you select your oh, here it is right there, the transform tool, and say, hey, can I move this part of the makeup over a little bit? Yeah, that'd be great. That would be nice. Thank you so much. Yes, that's right. Emily is asking, your line's so straight. Whenever I try, um, they feel so they I try, they're so wonky. That's practice. That's through a lot of practice. So, yeah, you want to practice a lot, and it's a hand control. It's a kind of a, you know, your fingers and so on. Like right now, if I want this circle, half a circle line right here, I'm gonna turn the page sideways so that I can then use the natural movement of my hand to draw the line. You know, you gotta have be natural with it, and then boom. And it's through lots of practice that you actually get there. Or like Voodoo Val says, use smoothing.
Hmm.
Or use
That's all I was gonna say.
smoothing.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Penny says lasso tool for the eyeliner. That's right. Right, but you know, we don't have these tools in real life, and so if you're drawing on paper and or other mediums, then what's gonna happen is you have to practice, practice, practice to the point where you got it. It just works out. I actually have an event that I'm participating in for uh, Latinx Hispanic Heritage Month in September,
Mhm.
and so I'll be at the library doing live art, doing some coloring pages, sharing them with the community while I hang up some of my newest art pieces. And
Mhm.
they're all acrylics and markers. Acrylics and markers. That's my paint. That's how I paint. And the day I discovered paint markers is the day that my life changed. Because brushes, it takes a particular type of skill to draw a clean line with a paintbrush.
Mhm.
And so, but when I discovered paint markers, it's like, whoa, I can just use the paint markers and get the lines that I want. And so, but there is no smoothing tool. Yeah, smoothing to 60% for cat eyeliner. There you go, Voodoo Val. Or you use the smoothing for the eyeliner. There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's something that you have to practice time and time again.
Yeah. And then some of I think both programs that I use, especially Illustrator and Fresco, you can drag it and then hold it, and it'll either give you a straight line or a
Mm-hmm.
circle.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on what shape you're looking at. So that's another thing. I think there's jitter on here,
Right.
and
Yeah.
yeah,
So the
so you
apps
can make
have some
adjustment.
tools. Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
The apps have some tools that you can then play with to maximize your potential with that drawing. Yep. That's right. That's right. I myself like that hand drawn feeling about certain things, which is why I'm using vector brushes right now while I'm
Mhm.
drawing in Adobe Fresco, so that when I export it in Illustrator, it has that organic hand drawn look, and it's not perfect, you know.
Mhm.
But it depends on what you want. Yeah. All right. So now I got my Dinker symbols already laid out and ready to go. I'm stacking all those layers together. I'm gonna do the transform tool. I want to distort a little bit and bring that down, bring
Do
it
you
back.
have a favorite either hip hop movie or one that you remember when you're growing up?
Mm, hip hop movie. Man, you know, it's it, it changed the way we looked at music and dancing. Of course, Crush Groove and what's that
B Street.
breakdancing? B Street. Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
You know,
and then
just
B Street brought out the graffiti artist
mm-hmm.
Ramon, and then just hearing the Melly Mel's song at the end, I was like, oh man, that was dope.
Uh huh. You know,
So
because like nowadays we have, and this is for the future conversation of hip hop, like what's
yeah.
happening in the future. I think that where the amount of information that's available immediately is way different than what it was at that time when this became popular. So
Mhm.
seeing things on the movie and TV, it was like a shock, because you would not have imagined that that existed somewhere
Mhm.
else.
Yeah.
Now we have social media and all types of technology to give us an insight as to
Mhm.
these things.
Oh, I wanted to talk about oh no, you know Frank Ski in Atlanta,
Hmm.
and he started out in Baltimore back when I was like still growing up, and then it would be like on I think the radio station 88.1 or AM station, and on like Saturdays after I finished bowling with my friends, I go and try to adjust my thing because I was from like Maryland D.C. area, so I could barely hear it. But every time he'd bring like the latest New York style records from New York, and then play it for Baltimore, and I would be trying to listen to it and hit record and everything. So those are some of the memories I have
Hmm.
from back in the day.
Yep, making your own mixtapes,
Yeah.
just recording off the radio.
Telling your
Yes.
little brother, "Be quiet. I'm recording. I don't want no background sound."
Oh, snack! So you were recording from the speaker,
Yeah.
to the mic into the whatever you were recording
Yeah.
into. Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Sometimes it was yep, trying to play that little two recorder and then
Hmm.
yeah. So
Yeah, those are the days. Yeah, so
mhm.
those are some of the memories and ideas that I remember of hip hop. We have a question in the chat. Emily says is asking, do you ever do art, then make a mistake but don't know how to fix it? Because once with me, I was drawing and I spilt white ink and I couldn't fix it. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, you spill the ink and there's no fixing that. You you gotta roll with
Um,
it. You gotta roll with it.
yeah, that's bad.
Uh huh.
Um, my story is I have partial color blindness, so growing up I would like paint, and then I'm thinking if something is dark blue, and then my sister would be laughing and said,
Mm.
"That's purple." I'm like, "Oh no!" So I had to
Mm.
repaint the purple part
Mm-hmm.
because I was thinking is blue. So I have like red green color blindness they call it.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes.
Yep. So with digital art, it's like I might paint something on canvas, take a picture of it, and then
Mm-hmm.
upload it to my digital app or whatever. But I think it also helps if like for colorblind or partial colorblind folks that you can either what do you call it, eye drop, or use some of the like photographs of the picture itself, and then
Mm.
drag and drop those colors into your artwork.
Oh, good, good, good.
Yeah.
Yes, having
So,
swatches ready to go.
swatches
That's
and
right.
yep,
That's right.
keep those
Okay.
colors.
Uh huh. I like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep. I'm gonna have to do the arms differently here. That's great. Good advice there. And Penny says, or when you smear something with your hand on accident.
Mm.
Yep. Uh-huh. Because and there goes Emily. Or do you do that too much? I do that too much with charcoal. Yeah, because it starts to get stuck on the back of your hand, and then you're
Mm.
moving your hand around. Yes. And Voodoo Vaz says, I used to burn CDs and record over VHS. We all did. That's right. We
Yeah.
all did. Oh man, those were the ways.
Yeah.
That's how you used to capture your content. If the content didn't
Mm.
come to you off of your phone or something, there was no one device where the content just showed up. You had to have media devices and media to contain the content. That was funny. Yeah, so we used to do that. I still got a ton of CDs. I got tons, tons. No VHS. Any
Yeah.
VHS in your house, Art?
No. Anybody remember Betamax and VHS, and then you come home either to Yo MTV Raps or Rap City with BET.
There you
Those
go.
were like you'd be ready to record some of those videos or
Hmm. Yep, that's right. With the VHS, that's right. Yep. think my brother-in-law still has some of our old VHS tapes. So we used to record our shows so we can watch them whenever we wanted to.
Mhm.
Well, no streaming. Boom. Or you record the ringtone off the radio for your phone. Penny, there you go. I didn't know that you could do that. Interesting. Record the ringtone off your phone. Oh my gosh, look at that background. Let's see that background again. Purple and blues. Oh my gosh. That's all in one layer or you do draw
Yeah,
different layers?
one layer. Yeah.
One layers, you just stack
Mhm.
the colors.
Yep. On top of let's see.
Wow.
Yeah, I did the colors first, and then went ahead and did a highlight outline
Mm-hmm.
for each
For each
and I
stack
worked on
of buildings. That's
buildings. Yeah.
crazy. Wow.
Mhm.
Budoval says that was back in the days when you made a mixtape or a burned CD for your crush. There you go. That's
Yeah.
right. I made a burned CD for my crush, my wife. That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
That's the playlist back in the day.
That's how you did that. This is how you do it. This is how you
Released,
do it. Boom. Yes, and Emily says love the gradient in the background. So you got in some yellows already. Man, I need to hurry up. I'm sitting here talking and
mhm.
talking. Let me stack the hands. I got some arms. Let me see. So there you go. Some arms all in one layer. I'm gonna make a new layer. I got my vector brush. Bam. On very thick. I think it's a 20. It's a 20. Yep,
Mm,
20.5. And so, but I want to keep each arm separately. So this is how we do that. Boom. And then one more. And let's see. It's oops, no, come on, come on. I color coded my sketch so that I can see things. Talking about color blindness, it's not that
mhm,
I'm colorblind, but it's like after a while, it's too many scribbles.
mhm. You gotta lighten it and then
Hmm.
work over it.
Yeah, and this is what's great
Um,
about using layers. This is why you use your layers. Use your layers to your advantage. Boom. Got it. I got the arms, so I can stack those arms together, and then I'm gonna draw the hands. And so the hands, so I can turn off the arms, turn on a new layer for the hands, and then start drawing some fingers. Go back to a lower setting here. I think 5 is good. Let's see what happens. It's not big enough. Let's go to a 10. What was that? 9.5. Good. Bam. Mm-hmm.
and did you grow up in LA back in the 80s or 90s?
Yes, I used to listen to the Beastie Boys. That when
Uh-huh.
by the time I paid attention to radio, the Beastie Boys and Run DMC was a
Mhm.
thing. Was a very big thing. And I remember skipping school once. Don't skip school, kids. But I
Mhm.
was skipping school. I don't know why. Probably because I got in trouble. And so I was hanging out in the neighborhood, and I sat by somebody's yard. I just was sitting in somebody's yard, in L.A. And they were playing the Beastie Boys, and I was like, yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm cool with that.
About any graffiti artists from the downtown area, I think.
In L.A., I didn't. I was by the time I left L.A., I was still a teenager, so I did
Uh-huh.
not get out there, and check out any of the work like that. But L.A. is filled with
Yeah.
murals, so art has been
Mhm.
around for a long time when it comes to
Mhm.
murals and street art. L.A. They're everywhere. Those things are everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's real easy to follow some artists and see
Mhm.
what they put up, and that's one of the things that inspires me as a kid is
Mhm.
looking at these murals because they talk about murals in LA. They talk about the Aztec
Mhm.
mythology
Mhm.
and Aztec history, Mexican history. So
Mhm.
it's very it's a big thing. It's a big deal. And
Yeah.
yep, so that's very inspiring to me as a kid.
Yeah, that's cool. Um, yeah, I'm a Filipino background, so I'm gonna try to get more into the history of Philippines and
Hmm.
even I'm thinking about the story of like me as a hip hop head growing up, and then putting maybe some different aspects of some of the Filipino warriors and stuff in
Hmm.
there.
That's the Pinoy, right?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Uh huh. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then going back to LA, I was in the military about between 91 and 95, I think it was. I remember going downtown. It was like off the road of Melrose Avenue or something like
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
And there was a place called the Hip Hop Shop in
Okay.
Hector. I forgot his last name. I think is Reyes or something. But he had a shop where they would have vinyl, and then place, what do you call it, the b-boy vinyl floor mats in the
Mm.
middle, and
Mm.
then a
Okay.
cage with the DJ booth in the back. I was like, oh my goodness, that was,
They had a cage. Oh snap. Uh
yep,
huh.
with the
Uh huh.
what do you call it, what type of fence, the crisscross,
Yes.
anyway,
Yeah.
the
Yeah. The metal
so
fence.
so
Uh huh. Mhm. Yeah.
yeah, the metal fence.
Uh huh. Wow.
And then they sold clothing, and on the outside it had the hip hop shop with a spray paint can with a Kango. I was like, man, that's like my favorite store. I would every time I take a weekend off, I would go down there and hang out over there,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
and meet up with some of the b-boys and so forth.
Yeah. Well, there's still artists out there. I
Yeah.
know of some graffiti artists in Long Beach, near Long
Mhm.
Beach, but it's right outside of Long Beach. I
Mhm.
forget what it's called, but I think it's their address is still in Long Beach, and so they send me gear, they send me art and stuff, and it's really great, man. There's some artists out there still doing it and pushing it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Mhm.
Follow your favorite art. Chain link fence says Penny Doodles. Correct.
Chain
Thank
chain
you.
link.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Yeah.
If you say it out loud, somebody knows what you're trying to
Um.
say.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So.
Emily says, I used to be the CEO of faking being sick to get out of the clubs I didn't want to go to. Okay, I didn't want to get into the school. I didn't want to go to school. That's why I was faking. I was skipping. I don't know why. There you
Yeah.
go. Boom. And Voodoo Val with the tips on digital art. So check it out on the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Color do you think is best for shading colors like white? Because I'm stuck between gray and cream type of color. And I think, and then Voodoo Val says, I think choosing a darker color with a slightly different shade is good. And that's what I did right here on my book head. I don't use white. I am using like a lighter blue, just so that I can have that the pencils. I mean the paper. It looks like it's paper, but I also let me see. So I need to clean up something right here. Let's clean that up.
Mm.
Boom, bam, bam. There we go. And so now it looks like that is a color for the paper, but you don't want to use white. That's the thing about sometimes you do not want to use the straight white. You want to give it a little tone.
Mhm. Let's
Boom.
see. Go
And then
here.
I can go back to finish this off right here. Clean that up. Bam. Thank you for the questions on the chat. Please leave some questions. We have 15 minutes, Art. We have
All
15
right.
minutes, man. Oh my gosh.
One
All right.
five.
Yes. Make sure you
Mhm.
follow us. I am Delta Tango Mike. And then Art, the artist,
Art the
dot
artist.
studios. Yes. Make sure you find
Instagram.
us. That's the Instagram. Because we're going to post this artwork and you're going to get to vote on your favorite one. Let me move this up here. Who you watching now? Now you're watching Art the Artist. Okay, ungroup. There it is. And I have that arm. Yeah, he's doing all kinds of shading on the graffiti on the bottom. Nice, nice. If you're in the Atlanta area, I will be doing some live digital graffiti in
Mm-hmm.
downtown on this Friday. This weekend is Dragon Con in Atlanta. And
Mm-hmm.
so I will be out there live arting, live arting
Yep.
some graffiti. Boom. There goes that hand. Okay, so now I'm realizing some things. Some hands need to be in the behind others, and so let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm working on. I got some um, um there he goes, Voodoo Val calling in all the Star Wars fans. Watch out, Star Wars fans,
Oh yeah.
come on in. I need to make sure some of these hands are in the front, some of them in the bottom. So this one is, it needs to be at the very front. Let me see. That's the second one. So that goes here. This one is the very top. So that should be at the very bottom. This goes with that hand. This arm goes with this one. Let me see. Yep. So this arm, there we go. So I need to fix that. Get the eraser. And I can erase the parts. This is one of the reasons why I like drawing different things in different layers, so that you can always go in and make changes and edits to that little piece of drawing, and it won't affect anything else going on in the drawing. So boom, put that right there. So this hand is at the very front like that. This hand is next right there. And then this hand is last, and it goes right there. And so there it is. It goes in the back. I'm not going to clean up this color right here, because there is something that I can add right here. This one is going to be that blue. Where's that blue? Right here. And see, look, once I start coloring in some of this blue, it will color in the hand, and it's going to black out that arm back there. And I like leaving some of these elements on their own, because let's say, and this goes like this. Let's say I want to turn that off, and then you can see the full arm. But if I turn it on, you can see that that hand is taking up some of that space where the arm is. And so these are little tricks that you want to work on with your digital art, so that it is that one? No, this one. So that you in case you need to move something, or in this case right here, like this hat that I want to draw. I'm gonna draw that next. Is I want that hat in those glasses. Boom. There it is. So I like that those glasses, that hat. Let me see. That needs to be at the on top of this right here. Bam. So get my color, get the blue, and now I can draw this separately from anything else. And okay, here we go. Boom. Bam.
Oops.
So Art the Artist, do you have
Mhm.
some hip hop gear that you like to wear?
Still have my Adidas jacket, pants. Let's see. I guess
The hat.
this is my fake Kango. They don't have a Kango symbol on it. Um, what else?
Okay.
And then yeah, I have a blank jean jacket, so I want to draw on that real soon.
Mm. Yes, draw
Yeah.
on your clothes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Did you sell like jean jackets or jeans at your
I
high school or
when I
growing up?
yeah, no, what I did was I didn't do the jeans or clothes. What I
Okay.
did was, when back in the 80s, you get issued your book, your school book,
Okay.
right? And then they would give you like these big brown sheets of paper
Yeah.
that you fold, and then it creates a cover, like a
Mm-hmm.
sleeve, a dust jacket for
Yeah.
your
Protect your book.
yeah, for your textbook.
Yeah.
And so I would draw on my sketchbook.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And then
on my book dust
free
jacket.
advertising.
And then everyone around me in my classroom, they want something, right? They want
Uh-huh.
me to draw on their dust
Oh yeah.
jacket. And so I would charge a lunch ticket. We used to have
Uh-huh.
lunch tickets in the public schools. You have a lunch ticket that you show up every lunch hour and breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
You have a
Mm-hmm.
little ticket, and you hand it over in at the window, and then they give you your lunch. And so that's what I was charging back in those days.
Yeah. Yeah, I did jeans and then went to jean jackets. One of my friends asked me to do salt and pepper on each leg.
Mm.
So I had salt on one leg, pepper on the other.
Okay.
There was one did a Freddy Krueger, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, so and then I went from like 25 to $50 and kept going up from there. But that was back in the 80s.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah.
We got let's see. Daniel O says I was airbrushing my tees in high school.
Oh
Definitely
yeah.
was hustling. Burn CDs too.
Yep.
Yes.
In the
Yes.
trunk out of the trunk of your car.
Big ups to y'all leaving comments in the chat on YouTube. Make sure you click on the
Yep.
like button and follow, subscribe, Adobe Live. There it is. Appreciate you, Megan. How are you doing? Cy, welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. So yeah, this is my. I was when I was drawing this piece.
Hmm.
I have a few observations here. Let me turn this off. When I saw this, when I started drawing this, I was like, you know what? This by itself is a great idea, like a nice little hip hop looking thing. So one of my techniques for when I'm drawing is to make sure that draw everything on different layers so that later I can export this by itself and use that
Hmm.
in something else so that different elements of your drawing are then usable in many other ways outside of that illustration.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And so that's what I'm doing now.
Gotcha.
Boom, bam. And
Stickers
that's
and
it. We're almost down to the
flyers.
last few minutes. Oh
Okay.
my gosh. Thank you everybody for joining us. Yes. Oh man.
Great. Great.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram. You can follow me anywhere you want, Delta Tango Mike. And the Art the Artist, he's around in different
Mhm.
platforms also. But the artist, let me go
Artist
ahead and switch his screen.
Studios.
There he goes. Dot Studios is his Instagram. So you want to check that
Mhm.
out. Check it out. Because in the next few days, we'll be done with this drawing. And we will post it on our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, thread.
Mhm.
And then who got the thread right now? I'm on the threads. Or is it thread or threads? I don't know. I keep saying threads. But anyways, and then you can see the artwork and the link to vote. There will be a link where you can vote for your favorite piece. Art the
Mhm.
artist says go ahead and vote for Dan,
But
and we're good.
what'd you say? But vote for me first.
Oh, you can vote for me first. Okay, okay, I
You
got you,
can vote
got you.
for Dan, but vote for me first.
Vote for me first. All right, all right. So let me see. I'm gonna finish this part right here because I really want y'all to see how I do what I do. We got a few more minutes. Let's make this
Mhm.
a round. Here we go. Boom. You see how I got these markers? Let me see. Let's go down here, and I can make one of these markers a reference. Get the next layer down, and then find my paint bucket, and let's make it green. Let's make it green. Let's go like that. Boom, vector. There we go. All right, boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see. Let's go there. Make it green, green. Got it. So this is a green marker. And then I'm gonna let's see. Turn that.
Go back
Release
to
the
yours.
reference. Get this one. Oh, you can't see nothing now because I'm on the wrong thing. There goes Dan.
Okay.
Boom. Here we go. New layer down here. Make this layer reference. New layer right there. Get a different color. I want kind of like a orange. That's what I want. That's what I want. Orange. And let me stack these two. Turn them off. I can see this. There goes the orange vector, 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 and then boom, boom. And so then make a lighter orange. Yeah, let's go like that. There we go. And that's how quickly you can color something in by using the set as reference
Hmm.
tool here. Bam, turn that back on. And so what's really cool here now is that I can move this around. You see that? Bam. Grab this one, move it around like that. Boom. Got it. And so now everything moves around with me. Thank you, everyone. Emily says, really enjoyed watching you guys and talking in the chat. Thank you, Emily. Voodoo Val. Go ahead, Art. We still got a couple minutes. We can see
Thank you.
what
Thank
you're
you.
doing.
Yep. Got
Um,
this bucket and boom,
Boom, and fill
boop,
it in, huh?
fill
Make
it
an
in.
outline and fill it in. Please check the links in the description of the video and in the chat. My Instagram is the Creative Genius. Um, is it is oh that's Behance, and my Instagram is Delta Tango Mike. Voodoo Val's got the links in there for Art the Artist studios and Instagram. Thank you all for being
Thank you.
here.
Thank you.
Yes, 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 yes. Look at that. That is crazy, bro. I don't know how long it's gonna take you to finish this.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
We'll see.
He said,
Give me
"We'll
an
see."
hour. Give me an hour.
Yes, yes, and good night, says Emily. That's right. It's almost 9 p.m. here. Wow. Where are you from, Emily? Where are you at? Joshua, thank you, Joshua. Voodoo Val, keeping everybody honest. Word, word, word. Misty, Penny, Cody Bear, I see you, Emily. Yes, Christopher, thank you for watching. Daniel O, Cy, Megan, uh, Borderline, that's right. Thank you all for saying hello. And I am Delta Tango Mike. This is Art the Artist.
Artist
And
Studios.
yes, Dot Studios. We're gonna catch you on the next one, and make sure you follow us because this art is insane. Thank y'all. Enjoy the rest of the day, everybody. Peace out.
Peace.